Hi and welcome to another one of my tutorials. This tutorial is focusing on DNS, which is the domain name system. The domain name system is basically the way that the internet domain names are located and translated into internet protocol addresses. Basically, the domain name locates an organization or other entity on the internet. It locates an internet address for it, that is the IP address, and then also the host server name. In order to set that up, you can click on Start, Administrative Tools, DNS, and you will see it open here. Now under the DNS, you are seeing the Server 2008, forward lookup zones, reverse lookup zones, conditional forwarders. In this tutorial, I'll be looking at the forward lookup zone. So what we want to do is right click at the forward lookup zone and click on New Zone, and then click on Next. I want to create a primary zone. The primary zone creates a copy of a zone that can be updated directly on this server, as seen here, and you click on Next. What I would like to do now is read, as you can see here, select how you want zone data replicated to all DNS servers in this forest, to all servers in the domain, and you click on, well, I'll be choosing the second one, you click on Next. So here they ask me for a zone name. I can probably put zone1.com. Supposed to be at that. Next. Click on Next and Finish. So here we have created a forward lookup zone, and the forward lookup zone basically it uses the domain name to find the IP address. Now what I want to do is create a reverse lookup zone, and it basically does the opposite of the forward. It takes the IP address to find the domain name. In order to do that, I need to click on Reverse Lookup Zones, right click, New Zone, Next, primary zone, next. We'll be using the first choice, which is the IP4 reverse lookup zone. Next. Let's go back to ensure all the steps were properly taken. Right? So from here, right click, new zone, click on Next. First choice, which is the primary zone, we'll be using that as before. Next, IPv4, next. So there you see we come across to identify the reverse lookup zone, type the network ID and the name of the zone. The network ID that I will be using would be 192.168.0. Well, basically, those are the first part of my IP address. That's what I'll be using. Next. Back. Right, click on Next and Finish. So now that we have completed that, we want to go back to the forward lookup zone originally, and here the new zone, this is the new zone that we created. I'm gonna right click there, and I'm not seeing no new host, so let me just refresh. Right, so once I refresh, I'm seeing all the information there. So I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna create a new host. Let's see, what name would I give it? www, and the IP address would be 192.168. Forget to put my dots. Don't forget to put that 0, that 1. Here we like to create associated pointer. Right, perfect. We need to get that because this pointer points back to the reverse lookup zone. Click on add host. So here they say the host www.zone1.com was successfully created. Click on OK and we're done here. We're going to go to the reverse lookup zone now. And you will see the pointer here. So now that you have seen the pointer, we can go up here now to the server, right click, and we can launch lookup. Let's see, we're gonna type the IP address, which is 192.168.0.1. So there you see in the server is unknown, you're seeing the address, and you're seeing the name, which is www.zone1.com that I created, and you're seeing the address to which it's affiliated with. So there you're seeing where I've created the DNS. Okay, so let's try this by testing it. Let's see. So we go back to forward lookup zone, right click, new zone, next, and name this new zone name test. I like to use test. Call it test.com. Next, finish. So now you've seen that test.com has been created. Gonna right click, refresh, sorry. Right, go to it, right click, create a new host. Let's see what we wanna name it. www. Test.com. Okay, let's see. www. Let's leave it there. IP address 192.168.0.1. We're gonna add this host and let's try launching it. Same. Oh, that's because I did not change the IP address. So let's go. Test, right click, new host, www 192.168.0.2. Let's try 4. Add host. Okay, done. Let's go up, refresh, gonna go up, right click, gonna launch. We're gonna type in 192.168.0.4. Let's see if it works. Perfect. www.test.com. So there we see we typed in the address and the association, which is the name, has been launched. So that is where we created a new host. We launch a pointer under the new host, and there you see when you type in your IP address, it shows up. Let's search for the name now. Let's see what will happen. Nothing happening. Delete this part, please. Let's go. launch DNS lookup. So we're gonna look now to search for 192.168.0.4, and there you have it. www.test.com is showing up. Right, so DNS, it associates IP address to the name. So there you see we have set up our DNS. Thanks again for looking at my tutorial.